Game of Thrones Secrets. The lies Kit Harington told the cast. Game of Thrones, the epic saga of power, betrayal, dragons, and secrets. But behind the scenes of Westeros, there were secrets no one expected. The cast, who brought these characters to life, weren't just facing dragons on screen. They were navigating a maze of lies, misdirection, and clever deception. And at the center of one of the most infamous secret-keeping operations in television history was none other than Jon Snow himself, or rather, the man who played him, Kit Harington. Yes, Kit Harington, beloved by fans worldwide, had a knack for keeping secrets. But some of the lies he told the cast went far beyond playful mischief. Today, we're uncovering the biggest secrets Kit Harington kept, and the lies that shocked his co-stars. Let's start with one of the biggest secrets in the entire series, Jon Snow's true parentage. For years, the world believed Jon Snow was the illegitimate son of Ned Stark. Fans speculated, debated, and theorized, until the shocking reveal. Jon Snow was actually the son of Lyanna Stark and Rhaegar Targaryen, the legitimate heir to the Iron Throne. But here's the twist. While the audience was shocked, Kit Harington had to carry this secret for years. And he wasn't just keeping it from fans. He kept it from his castmates too. According to multiple reports, Kit would carefully dodge any questions from his co-stars about Jon's heritage. When pressed about the intensity of his storyline, he would often deflect or tell outright lies. One cast member recalled Kit jokingly insisting that Jon would die a lonely man with no family connections whatsoever. It was a protective measure, but it also led to some humorous and awkward moments on set. Sophie Turner, who played Sansa Stark, admitted in interviews that she sometimes felt left in the dark. Kit would always give these cryptic answers, she said. You never knew if he was joking or telling the truth. Kit's deception wasn't malicious, it was strategic. In a show where leaks could ruin the story, keeping the truth about Jon Snow's lineage under wraps was critical, and Kit became a master of misdirection. Next, let's talk about the Battle of the Bastards, the episode that became legendary for its intensity and scale. Jon Snow faced off against Ramsay Bolton in a sequence that pushed Kit Harington and the cast to their physical and emotional limits. But what most fans don't know is how Kit managed to keep even the cast in suspense about the outcome of the battle. Harington, working closely with showrunners David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, was aware of Jon Snow's survival long before filming wrapped. But he didn't tell a soul, not even close friends on set. During rehearsals, Kit would exaggerate the danger of certain scenes, leading co-stars to genuinely fear for Jon Snow's fate. His stunt double later admitted, "We all thought Jon might die at least 3 times during that shoot." Kit would just smile and say, "Trust me, it's going to be brutal." This misdirection wasn't just for fun. It kept the actors emotionally raw, enhancing the realism of their reactions on camera. But for cast members like Maisie Williams and Sophie Turner, the suspense was nerve-wracking. "We couldn't tell if he was joking or if Jon was really going to die," Maisie said. It was stressful, but also brilliant storytelling. Kit Harington's ability to maintain secrecy, even under the scrutiny of a high-profile set, is a testament to his professionalism, but also a reminder of just how deeply the culture of secrecy ran in Game of Thrones. Perhaps the most delicate lie Kit Harington ever told involved Daenerys Targaryen, played by Emilia Clarke. Jon Snow's relationship with Daenerys became a central arc of the final seasons, culminating in a romantic and political dilemma that fans still debate today. But what the cast didn't realize was that Kit Harington knew critical plot twists long before shooting. Specifically, he was aware of Daenerys' ultimate fate, and he kept that knowledge hidden from Emilia Clarke. According to reports, Kit never let slip that Daenerys would ultimately meet a tragic end at the hands of Jon Snow. He would playfully tease Emilia, saying things like, "Jon and Daenerys' future is so uncertain, I can't even imagine what happens." Emilia later admitted that she trusted him implicitly, never suspecting that Kit actually knew the scripted ending. This lie served 2 purposes. It protected the story from leaks and kept Emilia's reactions genuine on set. In interviews, she said, "If I had known what was coming, I wouldn't have been able to act the way I did." Kit's ability to keep the secret was incredible. Once again, Kit Harington demonstrated a rare skill. keeping the largest cast in the world's most watched show completely in the dark while simultaneously navigating complex emotional storytelling. Now, let's go back to Season 5, when Jon Snow's apparent death shocked the world. The cliffhanger left fans devastated, but behind the scenes, the cast was left in turmoil as well. Kit Harington played a pivotal role in maintaining the illusion that Jon Snow had truly been killed by the Night's Watch mutineers. According to cast members, Kit was incredibly convincing in hiding his knowledge of Jon's resurrection. He would grimace, act withdrawn, and even avoid rehearsals, leading others to genuinely believe that Jon Snow might be gone for good. Kit later revealed that keeping up the pretense was emotionally taxing. "I had to mourn my own character for weeks," he admitted. "It was surreal because I knew Jon wasn't really gone, but I had to make everyone else feel the weight of his death." Maisie Williams, who shared many scenes with Kit, described the tension. "You could feel the grief on set." Kit's performance, even off-camera, was so convincing that we all got swept up in it. This was one of the first times Kit's talent for deception became legendary among the cast. It wasn't just acting. It was a carefully orchestrated lie that kept everyone guessing and added authenticity to their reactions. Another secret that Kit Harington kept was the true depth of Jon Snow and Arya Stark's bond. While viewers speculated about Jon and Sansa, Jon's connection to Arya was understated, yet incredibly powerful. Kit knew about Arya's final storyline trajectory, including the emotional farewell in Winterfell's final season. But he never revealed the plot details to Maisie Williams. Instead, he misled her with small lies to preserve the narrative surprise. For example, during rehearsals, he would joke that their final scene was just another sword practice. Maisie later admitted she laughed along, not suspecting the real significance. Keeping this secret allowed their final scene to carry maximum emotional impact, not just for fans, but for the actors themselves. When the cameras rolled, the grief, joy, and nostalgia were genuine, a direct result of Kit's careful deception. This shows another layer of Kit's secrecy. It wasn't always about shocking the audience. It was about preserving the integrity of the story and the authenticity of performance. One of the most whispered about secrets in the Game of Thrones fandom involved Jon Snow and Daenerys' romance. The production team knew early on that the two characters would develop feelings for each other, but spoilers could have been disastrous. Kit Harington took it upon himself to mislead the cast, even during intimate scenes. He would make jokes, act aloof, or even feign awkwardness to throw off Emilia Clarke. He also played